Hello everyone, this is Krishna and welcome back to my channel. This is part 12 of practical questions series in React. If you have not watched my previous videos in this series, you can go back to my channel and watch them. And we are going to see 28th question in this series. Let us suppose you have two drop downs, and based on the drop down value selected in the first drop down, we are loading the second drop down dynamically. For example, if you have two drop downs, one consists of countries and either one consists of states. Once user selects countries like India, the second drop down, the states will be loaded dynamically from the India. If user selects it as USA states will be loaded in the states drop down. So for this I have created a project called React 2 where I am going to write my entire code in part 12.js. So I am going to create this folder part 12. Inside this I am going to create part 12.js. So this is app.js, which acts like a parent component where we are going to integrate this part 12.js. So first I am going to create part 12 as a functional component. So it is best to create a functional component. It is recommended to create functional components in React. And I am going to export default part 12. Now I am going to copy this and paste or import it in my app component.js. Now I am going to give this entire code or application code in GitHub repos, so you can clone from there and you can work on this. Now I want to replace this as part 12. So let us save this and check whether we are able to get the part 12 or not. So we are able to get this from our component, and in this component I am going to create two arrays. One is countries and set countries to set the values equal to use state of initial countries. So this initial countries consists of all the countries. So we are setting this state with the initial value equal to, suppose we are taking India and USA. So in order to use this use state, we have to import this from React. Import use state from React. So in this way we can import this use state. Now I am going to create another variable called states equal to use state of empty array. So initially, whenever user has not selected anything in the countries, we are showing the state drop downs as empty. So the next one we are going to do is create two drop downs. Select, and inside this I am going to render countries dot map and country index. Inside this I am going to return option which consists of all the options. Option as country. So whatever we are getting here from the map, I am going to paste here, and to this option I am going to give key as index. It is better to take a ID property here instead of index, but for the time convenience we are going to place index. So while you are practicing this content, you can place ID and name as India and ID as 1, name as USA and ID as 2, and we can replace this index with your ID. So once user changes this, on change event handler will be called. I am going to call a method called handle countries. And here we have to mention value as country. And I am going to place another one called select. So whenever this drop down is rendered for the first time, the select is defaultly selected, and here we are going to send event. Here event dot target dot value, and I am going to create this method by using arrow function syntax, which will take an argument called country. So let us log this, whether we are able to get this data selected by the user or not. So it got compiled successfully. So we will be able to get the drop down with different values. Select India and USA. So once user selects anything, we should be able to log that according to our code. I am going to select India. So you can see we got India, and if I select this, you will be able to get that. Now I am going to create another drop down which consists of states dot map state and index. Here I am going to return option. Inside this I am going to place state dot some name. We will be doing that later. And before that, once user changes any country, I am going to push the data into the states dynamically. So I am going to take some temporary states equal to empty array, and once user changes this, if the country equal to India, then states equal to else if country. So we have to use triple equals to for strict equality. So states equal to and if it is none of the above, states equal to empty. Now I'm going to set this state by using this local states value. So let us save this. So we should be able to get the states dynamically based on the country selected by the user. So instead of this if else conditions, you can place the switch statement directly. So that is the alternative way, and this got compiled successfully. Let us refresh this. You should be able to get two drop downs. One is with the select and other one empty. And if user select India, you should be able to get this, but we are not getting this. So let us check. Yeah, because we have not mentioned states here, that is the reason. So mostly it should work. So I'm going to refresh this. We can see here we got select, so the state will be empty. If user selects this one, we will be able to get the states related to that particular country, and if user select this, you can see the states got changed dynamically. If select, it is empty. So in this way we can dynamically push data into different drop downs based on one drop down selected. So this is the end of this tutorial, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.